So what do you do now?
Okay. So right now I'm a plant manager, plant director, kind of depending on what you want to call it, but it's for hardhead veterans. It is a ballistic helmet company. So we manufacture ballistic helmets in Sweetwater, Texas. We just also launched into construction helmets as well. So I started there in October 2020 and kind of stood that manufacturing facility up, launched our first flagship helmet, launched a second helmet, launched our construction helmet, and we're getting ready to launch an E-rated construction helmet within the next couple of months.
So what I'm seeing is your entire life, you have fought to help people. You have fought for people. That's incredible. I mean, 20 years in the Marine Corps, you come out and you're still led in a way to help people. That just blows me away. So we met on your walk to Emmaus. And when was that?
That was in August of last year.
August of last year.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got to tell y'all, man, this dude's a powerful dude. I knew it the second I saw him. We kicked it off pretty quick. And while I wasn't in the military, we can still talk.
Oh, yeah.
We understand each other 100%. So throughout your life, we had talked just a while ago a little bit, about we both got baptized young. And then later on in life is when we really found God, like truly started seeing him, finding him, understanding him. So when do you think that was for you?
So I met my wife now. She's very religious. We started dating and she kind of started making me go to church. Oh. And so I kind of started going, still kind of confused about the whole thing because, I grew up kind of sort of religious. I went to church when I was in high school and my grandparents were religious. They were Methodists. I ended up going to Baptist when I was in high school. Knew he was there. I knew there's something greater than, just what we do here on earth. I really didn't buy into it when I was young. But when I started going with my wife, I started feeling like this push or this tug of, hey, I'm here. I've been there the whole time. It's just you didn't listen or you didn't notice. And so I was just doing church by itself. And then I got involved it's First Baptist Church of Snyder is where I go. So they have these life groups and people had been urging me to go to a life group called Desperados. It's led by Carl Smith. And so I went over there one time and from there it was just like, it's a room full of middle-aged, young age, old age, didn't matter. Different walks of life went in there, and it's just a family in there. A family of brothers, warriors, fishers of men, all this kind of good stuff. So I kind of started getting involved in that, and then soon thereafter, I started serving on the security team. And then after about, 6 or 7 months after being on the security team, I was asked to be like the schedule/coordinator of the security team, along with a really good friend of mine, Phil Vandergriff. He's the head of security there, and him and I work together to provide security for all the patrons at First Baptist Snyder. And then as I started getting to know Phil a little bit better, he kind of talked about Emmaus. I didn't know what Emmaus was. And then my wife had gone on a walk to Emmaus. I think it was July of the previous year when I went to my Emmaus. And so I didn't feel ready enough. I didn't feel that I was, I didn't feel that I was Christian enough, or I didn't feel that I had been a Christian long enough. I didn't understand some of the, the words, some of the scriptures, some of the verses. I really didn't understand it. And I just felt that would be a disservice to God if I went there just to go because everybody else is saying. But I kept feeling this pull. I kept feeling this tug, this push, however you want to describe it. Phil came to me one day and he said, if you're going to go on a walk, this is the walk you need to go on. And I was like, you know what? Just give me a little bit because I don't want to be forced into something that I really don't understand or really don't comprehend. Through my career, I've been a very analytical type person, and I analyze everything. And so I was analyzing this, and it's like, I don't know. And then finally, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks before the walk, I told Phil, I was like, let's do it. And so I ended up going. It was the men's walk 67 of the Amherst community, New Horizon.
Yes.
And so when I went there, I tried to go with an open mind. I'm a very guarded person. I guard myself. I guard my time. I don't open up very easy. Some might call me an introvert, but I guard myself. And so I went into this. I went in with an open mind, but I was very guarded. So open mind, but I was close-hearted. And so when I went in, it was almost immediately. Some of the songs, I'm not a singer. I usually don't sing, but a couple of songs happened. Did all the introductions that Thursday night, and then just felt real heavy.
Yeah.
Felt real heavy. Yep. The next morning, Friday morning, we went into the little sanctuary down there and we sang and talked a little bit. And we went to breakfast, and that's where Jill and
Roger
approached me and they basically broke me down right there. I mean, broke me down. I almost started crying in front of them. I don't cry. I try not to, at least. But they basically broke me. They broke those walls, and from there it was game over. I went back after the breakfast, we went back in there, and I don't remember what song it was, but the first song that was sung, I started crying. And from there it was, meeting you and meeting Seamus, Justin Seaton, our lay director. It was just a room full of a bunch of powerful men, and brought me even closer. When I got done with that Emmaus, I felt super strong. I felt, like he was with me. I felt that I could accomplish anything. I could conquer the world. And then it was time to go home.
Yes.
And, in that community, when you're at the walk, it's like you're guarded. Like there's nothing that can touch you. No outside factors. It's just a bunch of guys sharing testimonies, listening to words, singing music. But then whenever you get out from the walk, you're back in the world again, and it's tough. And I fail every day. I try to get in the Word every day. It doesn't always happen. I do good for a little bit, and then I get off. And then I do good for a little bit, and then I get off.
That is who we are. I mean, I do the same thing. I know Seamus does this because we all talk. We still talk. We still keep up with each other. And at work, you look around, everybody does the same thing. We do our best, and we still fall because we are flesh. That's the significance of it. But you said something super interesting a while ago. And this guy, I told you, CW doesn't know how powerful he is. He was preaching the word a while ago. So we're going to get into that in just a second.